Picture this, 19 years of age, en route at 5 o'clock in the morning to work in a meat factory that I didn't want to work in. As part of a work placement for university in a degree that I didn't want to be part in. I was chasing one girl, thinking that she was going to give me my main source of happiness, only to find out she went with my best friend. I was 540 quid in debt. I just lost a bodybuilding competition, the competition that I thought was going to make or break me. I found myself getting into the meat factory that morning. I was 7 minutes late, and I questioned, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Fast forward to now, I'm 36, I've been married for 12 years, together for 17 years with my dream wife. I have a 3-year-old kid. I have a business that does millions of profit every single year. I've pretty much retired at 36. I get to work when I want, whenever I want. I have an incredible network of friends. I'm fit, I'm healthy, I'm strong, and I'm loving my life. How on earth did I brainwash myself into success? In this video, I'm going to share everything that I did so that you can learn from this and get yourself out of hell and into living your dream life. Number one, you've got to get angry. You've got to get angry at your current situation and raise your frequency above that of despair. So anger actually encourages you to do something. And the word that kept coming up in front of me was defiance. I simply hated my life. I hated the people in it. I hated the career. I hated the money that I had. I hated the walls that my parents had created for my life. And I decided to do something about it. So I went against everything that I was told to do and went after what I wanted. But I got angry first, and I channeled that anger into action. Number two, I optimized my testosterone. I don't care what you think about testosterone. Testosterone levels are very important to leaning into risk, leaning into challenge. I don't care whether you do it naturally, whether you do it artificially. Get yourself in shape. Sleep 7 to 8 hours a night. Be around great people. Eat plenty of protein, essential fats. Supplement with vitamin D if you live in a country that doesn't have sunshine. Take your creatine. Take your magnesium. Learn how to mitigate stress, meditate and breathe. Do cardiovascular exercise. Get your body functioning well. A well-functioning body that produces optimal amounts of testosterone will allow you to crush and break through walls. If you don't have optimal testosterone and body composition, you will develop beta male Karen vibes and you will be able to do fuck all. You will actually run away and hide from challenge. So optimize your body, optimize the physical asset that is going to pull you through the dark days, the challenges, the difficult conversations, and getting up in front of a crowd and telling them what you can do for them, whether it's a sales event, sales workshop, job interview, heck, even if you're challenging a bunch of guys outside a nightclub, get yourself in physical shape, get strong, get fit, and get your testosterone levels absolutely fucking dialed in. Whether you do it artificially or naturally, keep all those parameters in mind. Eat well, sleep well, manage stress, look after yourself, but by God, get your testosterone levels checked and make sure they're fucking optimal. Number three, stop seeking happiness outside of yourself. You're not going to find happiness in a woman. You're not going to find happiness in alcohol. You're not going to find happiness in making $1 million. You're not going to find happiness in the clothes that you wear. You find happiness on the inside. When you build your whole entire life with expectations that one day, whenever I get to, or whenever I get the woman, I get the money, I get the reputation, I get the status, guess what's going to happen? You're going to say, is that it? And you actually have to go through all of these seasons to go and get this stuff out of your system to realize you come back to the one question. Now what? You're with yourself 24 hours a day. The most important relationship that you have to build in your life is the one with yourself. You can't control 99.9% of what happens in the world. You think you can, and when you think that, you end up disappointed. The only thing that you can control, your thoughts and your emotion, right, is what you actually think about, what you actually focus on, what you put attention and energy to. And here's the most important thing that I realized on my path to loving myself, is that my thoughts and my emotions were not me. They were actually just buildups of chaotic events that I hadn't fully understood, processed, and made love and peace with. And I looked at everything in my life through the lens of, I'm not good enough. I need somebody to make me happy. I need to make money to feel safe. And I didn't actually realize that my thoughts weren't me. And that is one of the most important distinctions. If you can see your thoughts, they are not you. Just like you watching this video right now, this video is not you. It's the same with your emotions. You think of a thought, an emotion comes, and you feel a particular way. And what these actually are just how you've processed chaotic events over time, and you have to make peace with those. And that leads me to the next point, is turning your chaos into order. Every single event in your life, whether you have been divorced, cheated on, lost money, been frauded, been stolen from, been injured, been hit with an illness. I got hit with autoimmune type 1 diabetes. You have to look at it and go, how is this serving me? Where is this teaching me to level up? Where is this teaching me to grow? Heck, if I look at the type 1 diabetes, I could sit here, be a bitch and moan and talk about how I lost my health, how I couldn't do this, couldn't do that. When the doctors told me that, you might need to be careful with this, you might need to watch this, you're never gonna be able to do that, I said, fuck that. What can I do to control this? I went and mastered it, studied it, learned it, tested stuff out, and I made a fortune from it. And I served a lot of people and changed a lot of lives by leaning in to the very thing that was trying to kill me. And I turned my chaos into order. If it wasn't for diabetes, I wouldn't have the life that I have. I flipped it. I turned around and I said, what can I do with this? So look at the chaotic event that you've had and ask yourself, how has it served you? And you might not be able to see that at the time, but when time comes in, you will realize that it's taught you to level up. It's taught you to go out and do things that you never would do before. It's connected you with people that have come into your life to help and support you. You've survived your toughest days. So if you're sitting there riddled with fear and anxiety about going out and starting a business, growing your business, hiring your first team, taking on a liability or something that's going to help you grow, but you're just scared of failing, realize that you have survived your hardest days to date. And success loves risk. I was afraid of taking risks, but I then realized that I'm expecting all of these rewards and success without risk. And it wasn't until I realized that risk and success have a healthy relationship together. And you need to embrace the two in order to actually achieve success. So understand, no risk, no reward. Your chaos can be turned into order. And the only thing that is going to make you happy is the relationship that you have with yourself and the ability to look at yourself in the mirror. You can't love anyone or anything until you love yourself. And I got led to looking into how to do that because I was so unhappy on a day-to-day basis. Like I was chronically living in this, when I make money, I'll be this. When I get the girl, I'll be this. When I get the car, I'll be this. When I get the muscles, I'll be this. But all of it was just an illusion. And you know what's really cool? Being able to love yourself no matter how you look, no matter what you have, no matter what you do, and not needing to justify yourself to anybody. Having that deep level of self-love and appreciation and knowing that you're going to be okay and trusting in your ability to live with or without the thing that you want is really powerful. The people that are the most powerful in life are the people that don't need anything to feel validated. Just like in a relationship, the more you need the relationship, the less power you have. The more you need the money, the more you need the sale, the less power you're going to have. So you want to get yourself into that state of inner peace, and that requires deep levels of personal work. And I remember whenever I was 19, I was that upset and angry with how I felt that I seeked out the work. I was like, I can't keep living like this because this just isn't nice. And I knew that I needed to sort myself first and foremost, and then everything started to unfold. I started to realize that I could start a business, I started to realize how to make money, and it all started from working on myself first. So keep that in mind. And that leads me to the next point. I healed my relationship with money and success. I didn't come from a wealthy family. I came from a borderline middle-class family. My mom was a nurse, my dad was a teacher. I always used to remember my parents arguing about money, always trying to find how they could save money. Turn the lights off, they cost too much. We can't go on that holiday, it's too expensive. And money was a constant challenge in our household. It was a constant source of arguments. And I also grew up in a religious household where money doesn't grow on trees, don't let money be your God. If you're rich, you're doing something wrong. And the beliefs around money were just flawed. And the beliefs around success, like don't get too big, don't get too cocky. And yes, there's some merit to that, but if you're gonna do great things in the world, you have to have a loving relationship and feel worthy with success and money. You get paid when you create value for people. The more you get paid, the more value that you create for people. And if you continue to create value for people, you'll get paid for a prolonged period of time. Success is when you're recognized for something of value. So why would you not want to take those things on? And the reason why is because we fear what people will think of us when we're successful. We fear the disruption in our lifestyle that needs to happen in order to make money. We have to get outside of our comfort zone, take risks, and risk rejection and risk failure in order to make money. We actually have to get up off our asses. But purpose is the most powerful thing for a man or a woman. When you take purpose away, there's nothing to live for. And your purpose revolves around contribution. And in order to contribute at the highest levels, there needs to be an exchange where you contribute for people and they contribute back to you. And it creates the cycle of fair exchange. And understanding that fair exchange piece was crucial for my success because heck, I didn't feel like I deserved money because I didn't understand the process of fair exchange. I wanted loads of money, but again, I didn't understand the process of fair exchange. So it was all out of balance. And that is one of the biggest repellents of wealth, is not understanding fair exchange and feeling worthy of success, worthy of money. And that comes by developing a deep-rooted relationship with yourself. Success, money, and knowing that you were put on this planet for never-ending expansion, contribution, success, wealth creation. So healing that relationship with money and success. It's okay to be wealthy. It's okay to be successful. If you can do meaningful work and serve other people, you're entitled to get rewarded for it. Don't be afraid of money. If you worship money and think that you're going to be happy when you get money, or if you need to go and buy things to show off to other people, to like say, hey, fuck you, I'm more successful than you. What is the operating system behind that? Fix that. Because money is not meant to be used in that way. Money is designed to be used to solve problems, to create an inspiring life and allow you to taste and experience more of life. That's what money's for. Next, set goals and create a vision for yourself. I got fed up with who I was, so I decided to assassinate that character and create a new future self. And every single time that I was faced with a decision, I decided to operate from that future self. So I made decisions from that future self. Is my future self going to do this or do that? What would my future self tell me right now? In fact, I'm actually going to get up my vision statement of what I wrote to myself way back, and I'm going to read you some lines of it. Phil Grimm does not leave his life to chance. He is a powerful leader, role model, and trusted advisor. He is on a mission to make the world a better place and become a wiser, more powerful version of himself every day. He exudes confidence and certainty from the minute he wakes up until he goes to bed. His wife and family love him. His clients can't wait to receive his service. His followers look forward to hearing him. Phil is a wise, happy, and powerful human being to be around. He inspires everyone to love themselves and maximize their true potential. Phil specializes in helping fitness business owners and consultants around the world lead an inspiring life and build a powerful business. He is the best in the world and is highly sought after by the best in the industry and other high performers, celebrities, and influencers. Phil does not waste his time. He is highly prepared, effective, and resourceful. He takes action quickly and is renowned for getting things done. He is a straight talker who articulates clearly and beautifully. His work screams excellence in class. He is a student of life, detailed planner who works on himself every single day. Phil believes challenges are crucial for building a great life and business. He never shies away from challenges, plays the victim, or utters the words, I hate my life. He wakes up every day excited, ready to grow, to make the most of his life. Phil is financially free, never worries about money. Phil is an expert in business, marketing, personal growth, and sales. He's an incredible personality and skill set that is guaranteed to attract wealth at any time or in any climate. He is an absolute money magnet and saver, smart investor, and entrepreneur. He will never go broke in his lifetime. He grows his wisdom by studying inspiring work, surrounding himself with high achievers, investing in himself, and asking for help when feeling stuck. Phil's life will always be rich and abundant, full of opportunities. He is exceptionally healthy, lean, fit, and strong. He is incredibly smart, focused, and emotionally balanced. When Phil opens his mouth, people listen. No one does a better job than Phil Graham. It is impossible for Phil not to fulfill his purpose, major outcomes, and goals, for they are his destiny. When Phil values something, he is relentless and continues working towards it until he manifests it. Phil believes his life is unique and doesn't want anyone else to have it. Phil loves himself, trusts himself, and knows no matter what he does or doesn't do in life, he is worthy of love. That is a life mission statement that I wrote for myself way back, and I am living that exact life right now. You need a vision to grow into. When your vision for the future is bigger than your current reality, your life gets better and you operate from that future self. What would my future self tell me to do? Very powerful question. If you don't have a future self document, it is very worthwhile doing that because it's like a GPS of where you're going. If you don't set goals, you'll be disorganized and the world will set your goals for you. Number 9 is pay the price to access new friends. I outgrew all of my friends because my success threatened them. Why are you spending time doing this? Why are you doing that? He's different. He's gone weird. He's obsessed. Yes, I was. I was obsessed with building a better life for myself. And the people around me were pulling me back to live the life that suited them. Pay to go to masterminds, pay to go to courses, pay to get into rooms. 3 years ago, I bought an SF90 Ferrari, one of the top Ferraris at the time, 1,000 brake horsepower car. And I love Ferraris, but I bought it to get access to a room of people. In that room of people, I've made some of my most up-to-date and best friends. I have made the money back for the car tenfold with investment opportunities and business deals. And I've got great fun and enjoyment out of the people that I've made friends with. Sometimes you need to pay to get into the right rooms, especially in business. It's called networking. And if you're watching this and thinking that, you need to pay to have friends, no, you don't pay somebody money to have a friendship. You pay to have relatable insights, relatable interests. And then you talk about all the other aspects of life that they are also going through. and that can help you, advise you, and soundboard and instruct you on what to do when you hit challenges. It's all about being around the right people. If you're going to tackle big problems with the wrong people around you, you're going to crash and burn. If you try to tackle big problems with the right people around you, you're going to crush them and you're going to win. Or if you fail, you're going to get lifted back up again as soon as possible, and there's going to be bigger targets the next time. Keep striving for more, keep growing, because that's safer than sitting still in a risk-free room where there's no reward. Last but not least, build an enriched environment. Back whenever I was first starting in business, I wanted an environment that would optimize my performance. I found all the quotes that inspired me. I built the room in the way that really was going to allow me to perform. It was clean, it was hygienic. I didn't have loads of money at the time. Standing desk, I got it from IKEA. I designed it for comfort. I designed it for inspiration. I designed it to get shit done. Fast forward to now, I live in my dream house. I've got all the right furniture, the right images, the right quotes, the right artwork, everything, so that when I wake up even the garden, like when I wake up every single day, I walk around it and I've normalized an enriched environment for personal drive, ambition, and actually enjoying my money. And I would really encourage you all to build an enriched environment. Environment dictates performance. And spend your money on stuff that's going to elevate you. Build an environment that you don't want to run away from. That's all I can say. Don't be afraid to spend your money. You don't want to be the richest person in the graveyard. You want to spend your money. Unspent money is experiences and happiness that you haven't yet lived. And there's a fine balance when you're growing your business and starting out, when you need to recycle it, put it back into the business, invest and grow. But there comes a point when you have enough money to go and enjoy some stuff. And you are your greatest reward. So are the people that matter to you. Go and spend good money on you, and go and spend good money on the people that matter whenever you've got it. But work your fucking ass off and get yourself in a position where you can live more fully and more present at the later parts of your life, rather than do what all these amateur beta Karens are trying to do, by trying to establish work-life balance when they haven't even built a business that makes decent money. Get the business to a level where it's spitting off the right amount of profit, requires very little of your time and can run without you, and then go and fucking live your life. But work hard and get it up to that point, because you will be more present, you will be healthier, you will be happier, you will enjoy your time. Don't compromise that by trying to live a life of freedom and build wealth at the same time. You got to go all in, and you got to be focused, you got to be intentional for a set period of time, just like an athlete in business. And in order to do that, you got to be willing to make compromises. What are the compromises that you can make right now to build a life that you love waking up to every single day? That's how I brainwash myself to success. If you want more videos like this, check out this next one. It's an absolute beast. And if you're not on my email newsletter, go into the show descriptions. I send an email every single week with my thoughts and insights. It's a tight-knit, intimate little email list that you'll get a lot of value from, especially if you're a male entrepreneur that wants to build an empire and, most importantly, live life on your terms.